Hey everybody, I'm back to read a little more of the Refuge rulebook. Today we're talking game abilities and experience points. Game abilities. As you read this book, you will see references to game abilities. This refers generally to the skills you buy for your character with XP. If you are playing a monster, any of their expendable abilities will similarly be considered game abilities. Some effects can prevent you from using your game abilities. However, you can still talk, drink a potion, activate a magic item, or perform other actions that do not fall into the game abilities list. Wear Extra Armor and Hardy are the two skill exceptions to this. These skills affect what a character is instead of what a character does. Similarly, some artificing and high magic will continue to function when you are unable to use game abilities, when noted. All other PC skills count as game abilities. This means that while under a no game abilities effect, you can't identify production items, can't use focus skills, will be unable to read ritual scrolls, cannot apply alchemical coatings, cannot disarm traps, and cannot evaluate items using the merchant skill. And similarly, attack skills, stuff like that, are also negated when you can't use game abilities. The mechanism of activating a magic item is exempted from negative effects which restrict game abilities. You must be able to at least move your mouth to vocalize through the spell, and arcane qualifiers may be used while under the effect of a silence. For example, you could activate a magic item while under a web effect, which holds you in place from the neck down, but not while under a paralysis effect, which completely paralyzes you. So yeah, you can activate magic items while you're under a web, but not a paralysis, because you need to be able to use your mouth to activate them, to say the activation phrase, basically. Now, experience points. Your character will receive experience points, XP, at Refuge Larp events, which they can subsequently use to buy skills. Each skill you use costs a certain number of XP as per the skill charts below. A character's level is strictly an out-of-game concept. A character doesn't understand that they have a level in-game, although the player knows this information. Volunteers use levels to balance combat encounters and for calculating treasure for an event. XP are cumulative and never go away. You can spend as many or as few as you wish at a time. Your character's body points are calculated based on your total XP, whether spent or not, as is your character level. A character will gain XP for every LP they attend, as this chart will show you. There's a small chart here that lists basically how much XP you get per log. It starts at 6 and goes all the way down to 0.2 once you hit level 51 plus. I've been playing for over 10 years. I'm not level 51 plus. I don't know anyone who is. I'm more in the level 41 to 45 range right now, so about 0.4 XP per log. But when you start out, you will get 6 XP per log, and so you'll grow quickly. You'll just start out at that lower level. Okay. As your character attains higher levels, it takes longer to gain XP. For example, a new character has 25 XP and attends a free day-long weekend game. After the event, the chapter volunteer applies 3 experience blankets to the character, 1 for each LP of the event. Since the character is second level, the first blanket gains them 6 XP, pointing them at 31 total. Now they are third level, over 30 XP. They gain 5 for the second blanket, and another 5 for the third blanket, leaving them with 41 XP total, 4th level. These experience point additions are always applied one by one, no matter how many are gained in the event, with subsequent additions adjusting the experience points rate if the previous one points the character within a new level range. Note that a character may have fractional XP at certain points in their career, depending on their level. Only whole XP may be spent on skills. The fractional XP simply tracks how far your character has to go to the next experience point. All classes start off at 25 XP with 10 body points. Your total XP determines your body points at a ratio based on your class. See the classes section for details. So yeah, pretty basic rundown of how experience points works. Don't know why that's in the skills section, but I guess it's because you spend your XP on skills. So yeah, that makes sense. Never mind me. I'm just being weird. Sorry about all the shaking, too. I have a bit of a disorder. But anyway, it's good to know, like, it's good to know about experience points, but honestly, you don't have to know, like, the rate at which you'll gain them or anything like that. The database will track how much you get, how much you have, so you can always just check that to see, oh, I have 40 now when I had 20 before, when I entered the event. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And the database will also show you what skills you can purchase, so you don't have to worry as much about opening up the rulebook and checking the charts and being like, okay, I can afford this skill. The database will show you what skills are available to purchase, which is really handy. Anyhow, that's it for today.